Oke guys, seperti di judul video kita akan memakai Portland Trail Blazers ya guys ya di sini ya guys ya. Mohon maaf di sini masih NBA 2K21 karena gue punyanya ini guys. Sama PC gue kuatnya ini guys. Ya, terus support aja sekalian kita nostalgia zaman-zaman kejayaannya Damian Lilard di sini guys. Oke, buat settingannya gue begini guys. Kita pakai Hall of Fame, kita pakai Superstar guys ya. Ya, kita pakai Superstar dulu. Oh, kita pakai Hall of Fame. Ini kita pakai real player ya guys ya. Ada emailnya. Oke, seperti itu settingan kita guys, settingan gua. Kita lihat tahun sebelumnya gimana. Portland Trail Blazers ini top 4 guys ya di sebelumnya. Oke, di sini langsung aja kita akan melakukan beberapa trade ya guys ya. Jadi kita harus menjaga biar Damian Lillard ini tetap aman guys. Oke, sama sunrise set kita trade aja, kita cari yang bagus di sini. Ada yang baru guys. Oke, kita pakai jaman aja di sini guys. Oke, ini trade-nya cukup brutal ya guys di sini karena kita mau cuci gudang di sini. Kita kan buang pemain-pemain yang gua rasa nggak guna di sini guys. Kita akan pakai jaman dan kita akan men-trade Bradley Hood sepertinya guys. I want all the bags, I want all the bags. Any disrespect and I'm on that. I ain't got no credit but I got the cash. Skipping through the town, you gon' need a pass. Back out on the scene, my whole team elite. Poppy turn a squib. Woke up and they still trying to beat me. I saw them the drip with the slip. I got the receipt. Oke, buat rotasinya seperti ini. On her baby car seat, she don't need makeup on the wake up, she a Barbie. Now run, tell you this what Poppy Rojo taught me. Bow. I want all the bags, I want all the bags. Any disrespect and I'm on that. Cuma pakai dikit rotasi ya guys ya. Sepertinya Dewa Edison cari yang bagus yang kira-kira oke guys, siapa tahu ada. Oke, nggak ada, gitu aja. Oke, inilah roster kita guys. Damian Lillard, jaman, CJ McCollum, Yusuf Nurkic, Camilo Anthony, David Junior, Aliza Zeponi, Sulaiman. Isunya Nasir itu Rafael Simon, Jeff Vanderbilt, Carlos Manigan. Ini respect guys, dia sudah meninggal guys. Dylan Adams, Dylan Ford, Brown, ini itu dia pemain-pemain kita guys. Ada yang menarik, PD-nya ini ada yang menarik guys, tapi kita nggak perlu center. Saya Thomas ini coba kita nggak bisa. Oke, langsung aja game pertama kita akan melawan Nikola Jokic ya guys ya. Sorry game ya.
To you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Well, Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan with Mark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Star players move around more than ever, it seems, but guys like Damian Lillard are emulating legends like Dirk Nowitzki, who stayed put in Dallas his whole career. Dame said, "I'm not loyal to a fault. I'm loyal to the person that I am. I want this city to feel what it's like winning the championship after such a long time." Kevin?
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Sunday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And I know every player counts down the seconds to open up.
Buat kameranya kita setting dulu kameranya kita pakai 2K.
Mark, how exciting was it for you to be on the court when the games finally took on real meaning?
Kevin, there's only one opening night each year, and it creates an atmosphere and a buzz that you can't duplicate any other time. So that in and of itself always makes it special, and I always look forward to that opening night.
And the basket by Harris.
Really a smooth stroke from Harris on the catch and shoot jumper right there. And I'll tell you what, he makes it look easier than it really is.
Astaga, kepencet guys, maaf, kepencet.
On the way, Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from...
Biasa ada usaha teknis guys.
Harris has got 5 now. Here's Lillard.
Nice pick. Nah itu dia di dunk guys.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
Dia di dunk ya, di first down dari Damian Lilard.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Millsap. Another three for Denver.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Lillard. And that one drops. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
The pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
It's good.
Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Lillard outside. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Drummond. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Harris against Ariza. Harris dishes to Millsap. Oh, good on the 3.
You don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Screen dulu. Nice,
now
nice
here's
screen.
Lillard. 6 points for him.
Langsung
Here's Drummond,
Drummond.
and he gets
Foul.
the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
He throw good, Drummond. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Now here's Murray. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Here's Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go. With all the contact. That one on Porter.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lillard against Harris. And Lillard kicks to Drummond. McCollum outside. Drummond trying to get himself free. McCollum no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 4-point game. Harris finds Murray. Pass to Millsap. Fires for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Anthony. Portland no good that time either.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, these defenders have better start closing down on shooters.
Lillard with it, picked up by Harris. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Norkic checked in for Portland. Denver also making some changes. Bill Barton, he's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Murray with the defensive effort.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very impressive offense so far.
Barton kicks to Morris.
No
good from outside.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Lillard. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And the Nuggets making a change here. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your rise, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Now here is Morris. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the pick fella makes
Halo guys yang nonton, jangan lupa like, comment, subscribe ya guys ya.
He's been dynamite off the bench for the Nuggets.
Yeah, you take a look at his game, Greg, and defense and rebounding and finishing, all high level. But the one thing that's underrated, but I appreciate a lot, is his passing game. It's come a long way. He does a lot to help you in the reserve role.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone, really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now, here's Grant. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes to Morris. And again, Denver no good. Trail Blazers trail by 14. Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. Dishes it to Collins. Lillard surveying the D. A three-pointer, no good. Denver leading by 14. On the wing, Morris. Covered by Lillard. Morris against Lillard. Morris, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
To stop the charge. Good work defensively by Morris.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Excellent all-around performance so far.
Guys, thank you udah join guys.
Yeah, you know, they've had the
Jangan lupa
advantage
like,
of
comment,
both ends.
subscribe ya
They've
guys
got
ya.
all the momentum early on.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Now, here's Collins. To the middle, here's Nurkic. Buries it down low.
Ganti meta guys. Kita ganti meta under ring di sini ya.
Denver's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Craig kicks to Grant. Morris outside. Plumlee in the high post.
Damian Lilard kita udah
5 on the clock. Pass to Craig.
guys, nggak diganti-ganti.
Shoots over Nurkic. Nurkic
Oke,
with
nice
the
block.
And
Pas
Kevin, they
gue
need
di
to be
sini
consistent with
Gary
their effort on the
Ball.
boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a
Belum sih,
definite
Mbak.
disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell
Easy
how big a
dong.
factor that becomes in this game, guys. But if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And so he hits both. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, leading by 12. Grant outside. Kicks it to Barton. Nurkic with the
Nice
block.
block di
They
sana.
get it
Nice
back.
block guys.
Here's Morris. It's good from the top of the key.
Nah, screen di sana.
Morris has got his
kita.
second bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
You got to turn up the
Easy
dial
way up di
on the
sana Damian
intensity
Lilard.
at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the
Kita
Nuggets.
ketinggalan 12 nih
A
guys.
12-point game. Plumlee dishes to Morris.
Masih banyak waktu buat kami di sini.
Back to Plumlee. There's the feed to Grant. Great
Okay,
D
nice.
that time from
Nice
Nurkic.
defense.
Portland's gone 0 3 from
Santai dulu
three-point
kita.
land. Nothing yet going outside.
Kita kasih screen dulu yuk. Screen yang bagus.
Lillard the pass to Trent.
Oke, kita
Portland moving the
foto-foto
ball
bola dulu guys.
inside.
Oke, dapat
and he
the wing.
pops it off the glass.
Di blok.
Wow.
Nggak
Second
mungkin
shot.
masuk itu.
And he overshot that one, missing. The Nuggets leading by 12. Morris
Mas ketinggalan
outside.
12 di sini guys. Kita di batas 100/3.
From past the arc, and that would have
Oke,
counted, but
itu dia
his shot was
4-1 ya
off
guys.
the mark
Kita
this
tinggal
time.
12 poin di sini
Millsap
guys.
has been leading the charge for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come. Here's what he had to say.
I don't fear nobody, and You know, if somebody gonna come after me, I'm gonna be right here for it. And,
MC kita
you know,
ya.
he's the ultimate example of that. Somebody that's gonna come for your lunch, and that's just what it is. I'm always ready for the challenge.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
Lilard
One of
kita
the
20
premier
guys.
big shot makers in this
Astaga,
game. I don't know if there's
McCollum,
anyone you'd
McCollum.
rather give the ball to in crunch time.
Oke, lebih astaga lagi itu
And
ya.
so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance
Kita
from the Nuggets so far.
isolation aja guys ya.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Coba
Got them rattled.
poin.
It's only the first
Ada.
quarter, and already they've made enough
Passing.
big plays on
Oke,
defense
lagi on fire
to
ini
last really
Jokic.
an entire game.
In a
Oke,
moment
masih
now to
atas.
reset the
Shooting
lineups,
3
courtesy
poin.
of Gatorade, all
Masih
fueled up for the
gagal 3
second
poin
quarter of
dari
basketball.
kita guys.
On the floor for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5.
Masih di
Then there's C.J.
di
McCollum,
sana.
and it's Layman in at the 3.
The inside game of Harris continues to get better.
Nurkic lagi wangi di sini guys.
Effective at
Oke,
finding
McCollum.
spots
Wide
inside to
open
score.
shoot. Masih gagal. Minta di tweet Nurkic.
Nurkic
Gila.
across to Collins.
Poinnya gila.
Here's Layman.
Santai dulu.
Here's Trent. Here's McCollum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys. You know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And a wide open look for Porter. Good, and the assist goes Murray. Porter's got 7 points.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. The dish now to
Jaman kosong. Oh, gila.
And look at Drummond,
Didang, guys.
capable of
Jong
rising
kick
up and
didang.
dropping an absolute hammer.
the Nuggets leading by 12. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Murray, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Nurkic. Fades back.
Yeah,
Again, the
easy
Trailblazers
point.
score.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
McCollum against Murray. It's Jokic top of the key. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 13. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Nurkic. Here's Trent. Cullen passes to Ariza. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Porter.
Well, I like the fire that Ariza plays with. He's not afraid of sacrificing his body on his way up.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Harris, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Closing in on 4
Kita
minutes
si
later
McCollum
in
dah
the
guys ya.
second quarter.
Kita lihat si McCollum.
Murray outside. Blazers trail by 14. And here's McCollum for 3. Offensive rebound. Anthony dishes to Ariza. Trent passes to McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And here is Drummond. After Gary Harris made that last three-pointer. Drummond finds Anthony. Nice again. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Murray, good.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
Block CJ
And the stroke
McCollum.
definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Oke, ketinggalan 17 poin di sini guys. Nanti bisa
Porter
comeback
against
tapi
Ariza.
susah.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
Oke,
Damian Lillard,
pagi-pagi
he's
kita
checked
akan
in for the
melakukan
Trailblazers.
isolation.
And a switcher also for Denver. Monte Morris is checked in for Harris.
Itu dia
That one
langsung
goes. Counting.
instant impact
Lillard's got
Damian
14
Lillard.
points for the game.
No excuse giving Lillard that
Nggak
kind
ada
of
foul
positioning.
di sini guys.
That's just too
Harusnya
easy.
N1 itu.
Denver leading by 17. Outside Porter. Here's Jokic.
Nice D.
Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Referee easy.
You know, they're in the
Nice.
lead, but he's still been
Nice
frustrated
pass.
from an offensive standpoint.
And, you know, the energy Ariza possesses, impressive, fabulous.
Nice
And
rebound
converting
dari
despite
Drummond,
getting
guys.
bodied up.
Morris passes to Jokic. On the wing, Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. So many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
Bang.
Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons,
Right.
but to be a part of that
Anjing.
1990 championship team
Maaf, yes.
and the only one we've been able
Lillard
to hoist
di-block di sana,
and to
guys.
have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fun.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to
Assalamualaikum,
edge our mark
Bang
in
Lil
terms
Cemong.
of the lures of the game.
Gimana nih
of
bang,
college
kebantai nih
basketball.
bang. Bisa comeback nggak nih bang?
Lillard against Morris. Fires it up. And it's Lillard missing. Here's Denver now. They're on a 15-6
LD
run.
ini bang, LD playernya rusak bang.
That one misses. Good work defensively by Anthony.
Mau ganti ini dulu
Millsap
bang.
with the steal.
Mau
And here we
ganti
go.
platform dulu
Fast
bang.
break.
Nanti
Murray's
bang,
got it.
ganti
Knocks it
emulator ya.
loose. Stolen by McCollum. And here we
Oke,
go.
langsung aja
Ariza
Gidang.
into the
Mampus
lead.
kau.
And Ariza with the stop.
Ya.
Ever the opportunist, McCollum probing for a weakness, finds one and exploits it.
McCollum against Morris to the paint. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Morris. And it's 9 points for Jamal Murray.
And
Oke, di
when
sini kita
they've gone
tinggal
to
20
him,
poin
he
ya.
has come through big time. You gotta keep
Santai aja,
getting him
santai aja.
touches.
Here's Lillard. Passes it to
Nice
Drummond.
pass
Drummond
dari Damian
with the
Lillard di
jam.
sana.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Nice steal.
By
Masih
McCollum.
McCollum di
And
sana.
now Portland on the break.
Langsung passing.
McCollum with the ball.
Nggak bisa, santai dulu guys.
Ariza finds Anthony. Back to Ariza. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
Damian Lilard.
And it's Lillard missing.
Astaga.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Time call here, the Blazers decide to talk it over.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Andre Drummond, and Jake Layman subbed in for Anthony. Lillard attacking. That shot missing. Now Denver takes it the other way. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
So it's Portland now.
Kita bikin
After the Nuggets pick up
guys.
two.
Kita kasih CJ McCollum. Tapi gagal.
Here's Layman. He's covered by Grant.
Ini dia.
Clock at two.
Kosong. Nggak
And it's
masuk.
Lillard missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their
Di bang, lagi download emulator baru bang.
and more
Dan di
physical.
playernya
Well, it
ngelag-ngelag
certainly
tadi
appears to
bang.
be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Oke, ketinggalan 24 di sini ya guys.
Puts it up. And it's Lillard
Astaga,
again missing.
dibuang,
You know, they're losing in
dibuang.
large part because he's not playing well.
Sampai
It's
jam
really
berapa bang?
as simple as that.
Morris, no good.
Sampai ngantuk bang ya.
33% not happy with their play on that end.
Udah lah guys. Kasih.
Martin surveying the floor. They get a hand on it.
Nggak
and
jadi,
stolen by
itu
Lillard.
dia.
Fast
Kalau sampai
break,
keblok
here
sih
come
udah
the
nggak tahu.
Trailblazers.
Well, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because
Lubang
he's
Justin Griffin.
excellent
Sampai
using
jam
his
berapa
hands
bang?
to complement those quick feet to
Sampai
come up with
jam
steals.
The Nuggets leading by 22.
nggak tahu bang. Sampai capek ya.
Morris outside.
Jangan lupa like, comment, subscribe ya guys ya.
And it's Grant in the corner. The Nuggets with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oke, nice
Foul
ya.
on the
Ini
shot.
awal
So
dari
he'll
awal
get a chance
guys.
at the line. After a promising
kita.
rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings up to the
Mampus
table.
tuh.
And the
Ngeblok
rejection
tapi
by
ada
Collins.
rebound ya
Pretty much
bang.
all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard and the pass to Layman.
Kosong,
The 11-footer.
easy.
Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Layman's got 4 points in the quarter. Denver's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Lillard against Morris. Pass to Craig. A 3-ball. That shot no good. And so it's the
Ya
Denver
itulah
Nuggets
halftime yang guys,
closing
kita
out the
kebantai
court
20
with a
poin tapi
20-point
masih
lead.
comeback guys.
They have made it
Comeback
very
guys
tough to
William.
get a shot
Gua
off
percaya
against them.
kita akan
Their
comeback
defense
guys.
has been stifling. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by.
Oke, terima kasih yang udah nonton ya guys ya. Ada Lil Cemong sama Justin
Thanks, guys.
Griffin,
Here with
thank you
Coach Mike
ya.
Malone. How is ball
Lah sampai jam
movement
berapa
opening
bang?
up things
Sampai
for you
ngantuk
offensively?
intinya kita gas terus sampai ngantuk ya guys ya.
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Kita ya bang, MC Gogonya nanti guys
Thanks very
ya.
much for your time, Coach. Back to
MC
you,
Gogonya
Kevin.
nunggu
All right,
download
Dave,
emulator
thank
baru
you, and
guys.
time
Ada
now for
kesalahan
the
teknis
halftime
tadi ya.
break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Kita main NBA 2K dulu guys.
It's
Yang
the
ada.
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through big-time plays throughout the first half for Michael Porter. He had 14 points and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets? And now with the second half about...
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
And it's Harris off the drive. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
So hard to guard Harris on the drive. He does a nice job of warding off the defense.
Lillard against Murray.
Oke, lewat.
Now here's Lillard.
Tinggal
Defense
masuk.
is right there. McCollum outside. Launches a 3.
Poin nggak mungkin
And
itu
no
dari
good that
tempel
time.
ya.
Murray with the defensive effort. Only one man back on D. And Harris
Gila,
gets it to go
Gary
on the
Harris
assist
ya,
by
kayak
Jokic.
bisa masuk guys.
Jokic has got 5
Kalau
assists
24 di
tonight.
sini guys kita.
Lillard with it. Picked up
Lillard
by
kita
Harris.
dingin
And
guys.
stolen by Harris.
Astaga.
Murray outside. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Oke, santai dulu
After
guys.
this one, they're off to Sacramento to
Oke,
take on
itu
the
dia.
Kings. And that'll be game 1
masuk.
of a 4-game road trip.
Starting slow in
Alamak,
this
ya.
half. 0 for 3 so
Nggak
far.
masuk ini
It's
kasih
Porter
aja deh.
outside.
Ya,
Ariza with the rebound. Trailblazers have gone 0
Kita dingin,
3 and are still
ya.
looking for that first
Oke,
bucket here
kasih
in the
paham.
second half. And Damian
Itu
Lillard
dia
with the
Damian
jam.
Lillard.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of it.
Denver leading by 22. Murray surveying the D. Anthony against Millsap. Pass to Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Jokic has got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
It's stolen by Harris.
Gila, pasti lagi.
The 3.
Akhirnya tuh orang
Rebound by the
miss ya, guys, ya.
Trailblazers. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Lillard kicks to Drummond.
Wow,
And
nice.
contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond
Easy.
gets the ball in there, it's game over. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Murray with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Jokic. Rebound Andre Drummond. The Trailblazers have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Spin dulu.
Here's Lillard.
Ngambil
Uses the glass to finish the way.
Lillard
Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Murray against Drummond. Murray the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Here's the 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Murray already a capable shooter from deep. I think the more shots he takes like this, the better he'll become at it.
Lillard the pass to Trent. And he can't answer back the 3-pointer offline. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Millsap passes to Porter. Off target
Oke,
from
nice
three-point
rebound.
range.
Oke, gas. Oke,
Portland's
gas.
gone
Oke,
0-2
gas.
from deep to start things here in the second half.
Iya. Iya.
Here's
Gocek.
Lillard. Out to Anthony.
Balik. Camilo Anthony. Balik ke Lillard. Kosong Bang
Murray against
Lillard.
Lillard. That's in there.
Itu dia.
Anthony with the assist.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the
Tennis
zone
kata
this quarter.
komentatornya ya guys ya. Iya,
Ball's
itu
not
dia.
loose.
Nice steal. Gak bisa sendiri
Here's Trent,
ente.
guarded by
Ya.
Harris. Pass to Nurkic.
Sing ke Bang Lukic di sana. Bang Lukic.
Over
Pakai.
Millsap.
Gak dapat dia.
Nurkic can't hit.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Back to Millsap. Jacks
Astaga.
up a three. Nailed from three-point land. Millsap's got 11
Ini
points.
kalau sampai beda 30 udahan ya guys ya.
Killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot and not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Martin's checked in for Michael Porter. The pass to Trent. And the officials call over the back a little too aggressive
sendiri.
there. You look at the
Astaga.
2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you
Yes.
look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've
Yep,
gotten a
yes.
front court view. You've
Camilo
had
Anthony kasih
a
3.
chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible
Poin ya
talents,
guys ya.
great
Yang
people,
penting ngepoin
and
dulu.
truly they've been terrific
Artinya
ambassadors
kemajuan itu
for
Bang
our game.
Anthony. Nama namanya Anthony ini anomali
Murray
guys ya.
against
Ada
Lillard.
Anthony dia, ada Anthony Elgasi,
Pass to Harris. There's
Anthony
the triple.
Davis dengan cedera.
And the
gitu
rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound
Camilo
number
Anthony.
11 for him here tonight.
Oke.
Can't seem to find the
Lewat.
range here in the second.
Nggak masuk.
Did a great job
Tapi
in the
nice
first,
rebound
hitting free
ya.
from outside.
Kasih belakang dulu
Passes it
guys.
to Carmelo.
Carmelo tadi gua gini.
Goes back up. Nurkic trying to
Ada
get open.
foul,
Anthony's
Bang.
shot is
Bang,
off.
mana
Nuggets have gone
foulnya,
6 of
Bang?
14 since halftime. A little cover from the field.
Astaga, Bang
Wide open
Jamal.
look here for Murray, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. I mean, he's really good at
Bang
reading the
Jamal.
defense and really
Itu
good at
kosong.
quick
Bang
shooting.
Trent, easy dong.
No good on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Ah, stop
You know, you
dulu.
can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
A different look for Denver. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. And Morris subbed in for Gary Harris.
One shot.
Aduh.
Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. They get it again. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the
Nenek guys ya ini tiba-tiba si Jimmy Callum naik guys ya. Memang kita nggak bisa main ya guys ternyata. Astaga. Aduh. Kita kan yang abang Kevin Love aja guys. ya. Jersey numbernya 0 guys. Si nomor ini aja guys, nomor 21 aja guys ya. Oke, dengan Kevin Love nih, gue yakin kita pasti menang guys ya.
Sacramento, California, the backdrop for the Trail Blazers. A player who always delivers each and every game. Kevin Love getting ready to lead the way for his team as they get ready for tip-off at Golden One Center. Blazers, Kings. We'll be right back after this. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA. Thursday night, and we're
Oke, langsung aja guys ya.
DA, the Sacramento
Kita akan
fans would love to
melawan
see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error.
Kita pasti nggak akan kebantai ya
Let's
guys ya
take a
di
look at
sini.
our starters for Portland. Kevin Love out there with Hazonia. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the two-guard position.
Dan
For
ya,
Sacramento.
itu
To
dia
the
Buddy
point with
Hield.
Hield to his side, they're the backcourt. Parker out there with
Tidak
Harrison
main Lillard
Barnes.
di sini.
And it's Bagley in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Pelan-pelan pada
Now
main
Lillard
Lillard. Masih
after the
Kevin
missed
Love
three
dulu.
from Buddy Hield. Love kicks to Lillard. Pass to Drummond. Back to Lillard. Pocket 6. No good that time.
Nggak
And
apa-apa,
one
nggak apa-apa.
thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition
Nice.
for. He's an absolutely
Bang David
fantastic leader
Ke Bang
for
Kevin
this
Love,
team. The
nggak
exact kind of
masuk Bang
captain
Kevin
you would
Love.
want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Drummond finds Lillard. Drummond trying to get himself free. Second chance effort.
Itu dia.
He's fouled pretty hard on that
Kira
shot,
cek
but he's
yes.
got the chance to pick up
Dari
the
teman
points at
wangi
the
di
line.
teman.
Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And a lot of games left on the schedule, Brent. When do players you think start taking notice of the standings and where they fit?
I think after the All-Star break, to be quite honest with you, Kevin, if you're a team that knows you're floating
Astaga.
around the playoff
Oh,
position,
nice.
you start to gear up 2 weeks after
Oke, di
the
sini kita
All-Star break
memainkan
to get yourself in the
pola yang
position that
benar,
you
guys.
want to
Tadi
compete in the
kita cuma
postseason.
bercanda,
Now
kita akan
Hazonia.
pakai floppy.
After the missed three from Buddy Hield.
Kita pakai floppy ya.
Now
Bang,
Hazonia.
floppy bang. Astaga,
Pass to Love.
gagal. Kevin Love
Over
kasih
Barnes.
paham.
Portland, no
Apa-apa,
good that
Bang.
time either.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot
Astaga,
the next time
poin
down.
dari Buddy
And
Hield.
that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining.
Sebenarnya game ceweknya.
This is it to Trent.
Kita akan memainkan floppy di sini.
Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Portland, no good that
Astaga,
time
miss
either.
di sana.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Shoots. Fox, no good.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Lillard, the pass to Hazonia.
Kasih floppy lagi guys.
There's the pass to Trent. Lillard dishes to Drummond over Bagley, and Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And you know, last year, not a huge talent discrepancy between these teams, but they still managed to win every game in the season series.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And Lillard kicks to Love. Back to Lillard for the three. Rebound by Parker.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Right side, Fox. Inside. Bagley with the bucket.
Getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
Over to the left wing. Here's Trent, covered by Heel. Trent passes to Lillard. Drummond working against Bagley. Pass to Trent, lets it go from deep. Here's Drummond. Fox against Lillard. Shoots over Fox. And that one goes long.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Kicks it out to Love. Portland no good that time either. Kings leading now by 3. Here's Parker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Jabari absorbing a lot of contact on that play, and then a nice soft touch on the difficult shot.
Pass to Azania. Here's Trent. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's stolen by Bagley. Healed the pass to Fox. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3.
Udah guys ya. Sebenarnya kita nggak bakat ya main NBA 2K. Udah mending kita udah aja, udah malu-malu. Oke guys, ditunggu streaming selanjutnya. Kita akan bermain Magic Chess ya guys ya. Ini karena ada kesalahan teknis, jadi kita nggak main Magic Chess dulu guys. Oke, thank you semuanya ya yang udah nonton. Tunggu live streaming gua selanjutnya. Mungkin selanjutnya kita nggak akan main Magic Chess doang, mungkin ada beberapa game PS2 juga ya guys ya. Cuman hari ini kita akan bermain Magic Chess juga guys. Ditunggu aja sekitar jam 3:30 guys. Kita akan lanjut Magic Chess sampai Mythic ya guys ya. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.